Today I'm opening up another Scrawlrbox. This is the January Scrawlrbox, and I will be passing on these art supplies to one of you, so check the link in the description for more information about that. But for now, we're going to find out what's inside. Oh, and I need to thank Scrawlrbox for sending me this box. They don't pay me, but they do send me the boxes for free, and I really appreciate it. Ooh, markers! Are they brush markers or ProMarkers? Okay, they're ProMarkers. I know the difference. Okay, so we have our Scrawlrbox sticker, our menu. So the first thing I noticed were these three Winsor Newton ProMarkers. So we have the color Blush, the color Tan, and the color Spice. Oh, I'm excited to swatch those. Also in the box is this water-based Faber-Castell 2H pencil. We'll have to see how that interacts with some of the other supplies. We have a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pen in the color white. I wonder if that works like a white gel pen and if it's opaque. Would appear to be so. I'll ignore my chip nail. I literally just painted these and I do not feel like dealing with it. Alright, and lastly we have a Pigma brush. These are brush pens, I believe. Yes, I've used these. Very nice. As well as a Pigma Micron in 01. Ooh, that's a tiny little guy. Can you see just how teeny tiny that nib is? Boo, 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 boo. And the candy is a Swizzlers, I don't know, is it a caramel? Probably a caramel. And the artist of the month. Ooh, this is cute. So this is the artist Giobbi, a 21-year-old Italian illustrator and graphic design student. They have a shop and an Instagram, and those are their links right there. The paper this month is the Canaletto 160 GSM Liscia. I don't know, can you read that? Canaletto 160 GSM Liscia. My dog's walking around. Hopefully you couldn't hear that. But if you can, that's the pitter patter. Oh, the Liscia, or whatever you say that, has to do with the finish. So it's actually like really soft and smooth. Put this over here. Display it for inspiration. And now we'll give all these supplies a little swatchy swatch. Very squishy. Alright, it's invisible, as to be expected. So these markers look like they have a bullet nib on one end and a chisel nib on the other. One end has a little bullet nib for details, and the other end has a big chubby chisel. Love it. So you make a fine point and fill larger areas. Gorgeous. So those are all the art supplies in the January Scrawlrbox, and now it's time to create something with it. Woo! And the prompt word for today is growing up. I think I've got an idea. Oh, I really like the way they worded this. It says this month we want you to use these art supplies to tell a story, either about yourself or someone else. It can be true or fictional, but try to take a snapshot to convey a memory or emotion. This could be a single image or even a small comic strip, but the idea is to convey that feeling even without the use of words. Good luck, and remember to keep scrolling. Okay, the last bit was a little cheaty, but it's fine. I think I've got a cute idea though. I think it'd be fun to draw a character that's outgrowing their clothing. So I want them to be pretty lanky. In that like preteen stage. Maybe some braces. So the pants are a little short. Maybe the sleeves are a little short. But not quite like 3/4 fashionably short, but like awkwardly short. Maybe even add a patch. So this kid's been wearing these clothes for a long time. If I move the seams for the shirt in a bit, I think that'll make the shirt look too small too. Because usually I would draw the seam like right around there for like a well-fitting shirt. But if I move it in, it'll give that too small sort of appearance. Not quite raglan, but you know, just tight. And a very tight neck. I think we should work on the facial expression a smidge. Maybe try to convey that their clothes are a little awkward and they're feeling a little insecure. Curve up the eyebrows a little. Give it a sideways glance, like they don't give you eye contact. For hair, not sure. Might just steal the hair from our inspiration photo here. Just steal that haircut. I kind of want to see in this thumbnail how the markers interact with the pencil. So, which one do we want to use for what? These are our three color options here. I kind of want to use this color for the shoes. So if that's the one I'm feeling, let's go with that first. I feel like it'll just look good. Should make sure this isn't bleeding through. It's a bit. Put something underneath that. I guess that means we'd have to use... Ooh, what if we do it like it's a raglan tee? So give the sleeves a separate color from the body. I like that. Maybe color in some of these patches. And then... I guess we could use that color for the hair. That's actually pretty similar to what my hair looked like growing up. My hair used to look like that. It went to that, and now it's like a really kind of gross version of that. So let's use the tan color for the hair. See how that looks. This kind of looks like a khaki color, so it'll work for pants. Now since I ran out of colors and I don't want to make this the same color as that patch, I'm going to make this a hole in the knee. So we can just use the blush color for that. And it's like skin peeking through instead of another patch. Alright, now we can grab blush and use that to color in the skin. Alright, now I can go in with the 01 and darken up the lines I really like. This is a bit tricky because I drew so small. But for the finished illustration, we can go bigger. Forgot how great it is to use a brand new Pigma Micron. Whew. No sputtering, no fading. Just a pen. Exactly how it should be. Now what I forgot is I actually have these brush pen here, and I can fill in spaces if I want to use black as a color here. But I kind of like the shirt being white, so I'm probably not gonna mess too much with the color scheme here, even though I do have that option. Let's try and blend these out a bit, since these are alcohol-based markers. Oh, this paper works real well for blending. Did you see that? Look, look, look here. Let me get them both open so we're ready. If I add a little bit of this spice color to the cheek, and then I grab the, what's this, blush color, I can blend that out. Ooh, yes! I get so much joy from this. Whoa, come back. Yeah. I haven't used markers in a while, but dang! I'm a little embarrassed. You know what I didn't do? Was I didn't layer up the colors much, so let me take the tan color and try to layer up the hair and darken that. Add some layers here because it's kind of the cool thing about these markers. I kind of want to mess the hair up a bit more, so maybe this guy, like he wants a haircut, but his mom, you know, is kind of putting off the haircut, and so his hair is kind of big and messy, but he rocks it, but he feels awkward about it, you know? Try and come up with a different hair here. So maybe it's a little curly and there's like short bits. Ooh. But it's overgrown, so it's like coming over his eyes. Ooh, I like that. Lines to that. We're gonna color this one without the pencil sketch underneath, so I'm going to erase it. Because what I'm going for here is just sort of awkward length of everything. Not that there's anything wrong with this length, it's just that it's supposed to, I'm trying to draw it so it's like an overgrown short haircut. Just draw the eyebrows straight over the hair so you see them. Try erasing the pencil. And then we have that clean line art. You can add some color on top of that. I don't think I really want to change the color scheme. I feel like it works pretty well. There's a little bit of smudging with the liner that I didn't get when I went over the pencil. Now I accidentally colored over the white of his eyes, so we do have this white pen. So we can try that out here. Even a little blushies. My very first alcohol-based markers was a gray tone set of ProMarkers from my brother. And I used the bejeebies out of those. So much so that I think they were all dried out. I used them a lot. Not super crazy. Let me try another layer of the white pen. It's not really opaque as much as I would prefer, but it's usable. Yeah, I think that suits the outfit a little bit better because this looks a little too well kept, if you know what I mean. And then this looks like a little crazier, and I like that. I have some cardstock here I might just use. You know what? That's actually working really well. I think I will use this cardstock that I have that I don't know where it came from. Now we can work on my illustration. Now I want to work on a pose that definitely helps convey how awkward this kid is feeling. So grab a nice pencil, eraserless, and draw something. I'm gonna have the kid looking away so that you're not really making eye contact, and then I want him slouching sitting there a little bit. So you can definitely see that his pants are too short. And then let's see if he's a bit more hunched. Should probably lower the head even more. Like that. Maybe he's looking up because someone's finally coming to talk to him. He's feeling real lonely. Actually, if I make him turn that way, have his eyes looking that way, his body looking, head looking that way, his body looking that way, it makes him look really, really unsure. But I'm not sure you can actually see anything, so I'm gonna give this a little doodle and then we'll come back. Although isn't that a style now, to have pants cut right above your ankles like that? I don't know. I'm not fashionable. Make sure his sneakers are pretty busted up like he's been wearing them for a while. I'm gonna make these pants a little tighter on him. I want them to look too small. Work on the shoes here. I'm gonna make them those pointy kind of old man shoes. Maybe they're hand-me-down from his grandpa. I don't know. There we go. I feel like I always draw dudes sitting, but that's cool. Now I can work on that hair. That's just annoyingly right into his eyes. Oh wait, I wanted him looking the other way. Shoot, 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 shoot. Don't worry, kid. Next year will be better. You'll get a minimum wage job. You'll start making money. It'll be in the customer service field and you'll get used to talking to people. And you'll break out of that shell and then you'll have money and you'll be able to afford a haircut and buy new clothes and you're gonna have all sorts of confidence, trust me. Not speaking from experience. Funny thing is, I did have a weird haircut like that once, so this could be me. I had a mullet when I was like 14. And then it grew out, and I mean, there's obviously going to be some weird stages in between there. It wasn't supposed to be a mullet, just ended up looking like a mullet to clear things up. Probably figure out where these hands are going to go. Ta-da! Now I think it's time to add some line art. I've always found the line art stage is like one of the most boring bits because there's not really a whole lot of creativity to it. You're just tracing your own work, plagiarizing your own drawings. Boring. And sometimes when you do a nice, good line art, ooh, the way your art looks, it's worth it. I just realized he looks cold, not upset. Oh well, it's too late now. Sometimes you get so close to a drawing you don't really like see all the flaws. Like you see the flaws that you have in your head, like the way it looks, but you don't like notice some like blaring problems. It happens to me all the time. Sometimes I don't even notice it till like days later. There we go. I can go ahead and erase some of these lines we don't need anymore. And make sure, my goal for this is to not ruin the paper and crunch up a corner, you know? I'm regretting the pose a lot. Sorry, kid. I failed you, just like the adults in your life. Right now I can go in with the brush pen and fill in some of these areas I want to be black. Add some depth to some of these lines and interest. Not outlining the whole thing. I'm just trying to outline where I feel like it needs it. What if someone's offering him a piece of gum but he's too shy to take it? Let's go ahead and color it. I may redraw the top half on a separate piece of paper and just overlay it since I have more of this paper. And I think I'd be able to make it look pretty cool. But let me color this in first. We're going to use the same colors we used in the thumbnail right here. Start with the hair. Try to get a nice even tone with the markers and avoid too many streaks. And if you do get streaks, the second layer usually helps a lot. Like so. I also have to color the pants with this as well. I'm gonna try not to rub over any sections of the black too much because it is bleeding just a smidge. So I'll just fill in the sections like that, kind of like I'm using a paint bucket tool digitally. If you have any experience with that. I'm gonna add a thin layer of this tan color on top of the shoes. Kind of tone them down just a bit. Let's see here. Let's see about fixing his top half, eh? Let's see if I can do this better. If I can't, we can just go back to what we had. What if his arm's resting on his leg there? Ooh, hey, I kind of like this pose. You know what? I like that better a lot. It doesn't look like he's cold anymore, you know? Maybe. I just cut a new one out, but make it longer. Like this point, I probably should have just restarted. But I probably could have put just as much time into it, and it would have looked better. Say goodbye, Mr. Freezy McFrozen. And hello. A little bit more confidence. Cut off these extra bits. Back to the liner. There we go, and I just need to erase that. Probably could just cut that piece off. But for now, I'm just gonna color it. Wow, if I hold it down, you can barely tell. That's pretty cool. Right, now the next color I think I want to use is the spice, because I did do the shoes. Alright, now let's use the blush color. Color in the rest of the areas. Maybe we can try some shading for different bits. Ooh, did you see how it grabbed the pen there? Gross. Gotta be careful with the light colors. Those ones just love grabbing your line art. You can use this to shade underneath the chin here. There's a little shading inside the ears. Now I could probably add another layer to the hair, because I'm sure that's dry. Layer that up. Okay, I think I do want to add the black. I'm just nervous about it. Maybe if I draw a shape out, grab a ruler or something. Do I have a ruler? I do. Draw something a bit more, something like just draw out a shape that I can fill in. So I don't feel like I'm winging it. Okay, let's try it out, see what happens. I do like the look of all the browns with the black line art. But look how with this brush pen, I can get finer lines like with there, but I can also get a very wide line to fill in larger areas. Very nice. Now do I want to fill in this elbow hole? Probably. Feels like weird white space right now. Let me try pulling down the eyebrows a bit more, make them look a little bit more awkward. Like that. Okay, then the other thing I haven't used is the white pen. Let's try adding in our same thing we do all the time, a little highlighty here, maybe with the eyes. Maybe add some weird pizzazz. I don't know, an element of interest. This is the moment he made his first friend, even though I didn't draw the hand giving him the gum. And I'm erasing it, so goodbye. But we knew it was there. Alright, now I need to finish taping this down so it stops lifting up. Does that work better? Not completely flat, but it's better. Dang, I like markers. I love the way markers look, especially when someone else picks my color scheme. Because my hardest part with markers is trying to get a color scheme that looks good. Every time I try, I feel like it just looks like a big mess. But when someone else picks my color scheme, yeah, then we're in good shape. I'm gonna try mixing some more colors here for shading purposes and for interest, because it is very, very flat. And I kind of just want to play around with that a bit more. So I'm going to start taking some of the colors we've already used and going over different colors. I'm going over the spice with this tan color. Take spice and see if we can go over the hair. Hopefully it doesn't go too crazy. Try using the blush over top of the tan. See how that looks. You know, just experiment a little bit more. Yeah, I like that better for shading. Yeah, this pen was a bit of a disappointment. You see how that's faded in? Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Was I supposed to be able to do that? It's not coming back out. Did I break it? What happened? The nib just went right inside there. Let me grab some tweezers maybe? Maybe I can rescue it. Ah, dang it. So I don't own pliers small enough to go inside of here, so I can't fix it. So I guess I broke this. I thought it was like one of those pens where you like pump it, you know, kind of like a Posca pen. See, you like squeeze it down. Because that's what it kind of looked like, but it's not working. It just got stuck. So I'm gonna use this Posca pen. But look at the quality difference. Pretty disappointed in this thing, cannot lie. It is just gone. Like it is not coming out again. I don't know why it went in so easy. Didn't even push that hard. Just go back to a gel pen here. This is a brand new gel pen, so I'll include that in the giveaway instead of this thing I broke. I'm so sorry. Ruined a brand new art supply. Figures. I quite like this. I like the color scheme a lot. I think these are very good 3 colors to play around with. I feel like you could do a lot of different things. I feel like you could do landscapes and portraits and indoor scenes and outdoor scenes. I feel like there's a lot you can get away with these 3 colors. And they're all a variety of tones, so you can do all sorts of different illustrations with that. Good job, Scrawlrbox. I think what I messed up the most transferring our thumbnail to our finished drawing is I didn't make him lanky enough. I think that helped give him that like kid who just sort of sprouted up kind of look. Whereas this one, I feel like this character has a little bit more meat on their bones, like they've filled out since their growth spurt. And I preferred that look over this one. But I'm still happy with it. I like the colors and I like the pose and everything better than the old pose. Anyway. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me as I unboxed the January Scrawlrbox. I want to thank Scrawlrbox for sending me this box to try out and share with you. And if you're interested in winning this box and these exact same supplies, I'm going to pay it forward, so check the link in the description to see if the giveaway is still active. Yeah, thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys all next week. I hope you have a delicious evening full of waffles. Bye!